What's up guys, my name is Joe and today I'm going to tell you my first impressions on the new Samsung Galaxy S9. Alright, first impressions, I'm going to talk about 5 things: design, display, battery, performance, and camera. And let's see how this stacks up to the competition. So first off, the design. If you have a Samsung Galaxy S8, then you're not gonna be very much attracted to the S9 in terms of design because it's almost the same. The only thing that's different that you can actually see is there's a different camera setup with the Touch ID sensor. Because as you can see on the S8, it's on the side. On the S9, finally Samsung listened and they put the fingerprint sensor under the camera. So it will be a lot easier to reach with your finger. Now, we still have the good old headphone jack. Another design change, well, it's a technicality. The front speaker is a speaker. It's not just a headphone piece, it's a speaker. So you have stereo speakers, and also there will be 3 colors available, technically 4: black, silver, blue, and purple. So if you're up for these, you're good to go. Now in terms of display, I don't really have much to say. It's the identical same display, size, resolution as in last year's Samsung Galaxy S8. It's both the S9 and the 9 Plus, identical, so there's nothing new over there. Battery, still very, very boring. The same battery size. I'm pretty sure that Samsung is very precautious on their battery situation, considering the Note 7 fiasco. Anyway, 3000 milliamp battery for the S9 and 3500 milliamp battery for the S9 Plus. The performance, well, this phone is a beast. It's the first phone to have the new Snapdragon 845 processor in it in the US and China. Everywhere else, it's gonna have the Exynos 9 chip. Along with that, the S9 packs 4 GB of RAM, while the S9 Plus packs 6 GB of RAM. So that means that games and any kind of performance issues, you can forget about it. Games will look fantastic on it, so much so that Final Fantasy 15 will be preloaded on every Samsung Galaxy S9. They introduced a new DeX pad, which is similar to the DeX Station that we've met last year. What this is generally a pad where you put your phone on there and it connects it to a screen so you can have a PC experience. Now on this pad, the phone is cooled, it's being charged, and you can use your phone as a keyboard or trackpad. So if you want to travel light, it's the ideal stuff for you. Performance-wise, Samsung is going towards facial recognition, but their main security is still Touch ID or the fingerprint sensor. But they implemented Face ID, kind of Face ID, which means is the phone will register or look at your iris and then after your face. So it's like a 2-step authentication. And if that doesn't work, just, your finger. That'll always work. Now, the main element of this phone, we can look at this phone as an upgrade to the S8. We could call it an S8s. The main reason to upgrade to this phone is the camera. Because, first of all, S9 has the standard 1 camera and the S9 Plus has 2 cameras, from which one is a telephoto lens, so you can zoom in, you can do focus shots just like the portrait mode on the iPhone. One of the biggest changes is Samsung Galaxy S9 is the first phone to implement a mechanical aperture. That means that this phone is capable of doing f1.5 and 2.4 aperture, which technically helps low light photography be fantastic. f1.5 is the lowest number that we've reached in terms of aperture on any mobile phone currently. And that means that more light is able to go into the camera, which results fantastic low light photography. So much so, Samsung said that it will have 30% less noise in every low light picture. You can change this manually in the phone's photo modes, the Pro photo mode. So you can, once you're outside, you can switch to the higher aperture. And if you're inside or if you're at low light situations, you can tune it down and let more light in. Very, very unique thing that we've seen in other Sony Xperia phones is 960 frames per second video. That means that 0.2 seconds can be stretched out to 6 seconds. That's ultra slow motion. You don't get that in many phones today. The only backside is it's only 720p. You can get 240 frames per second at 1080p and 60 frames per second on 4K. So you have all those photo options. It's gonna look fantastic. Now this phone will be available for pre-order from March 12th and you can get it in your hands at March 16th. So if you wanna upgrade, be sure to upgrade, be sure to pre-order. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe, hit the notifications, and be part of my notification squad. Until the next video, stay safe and hang loose.